Radio WN.
Nous sommes toujours en direct sur Radio Coach et Radio WNE depuis la Filature, scène nationale de Mulhouse, week-end pratiques urbaines, des danseuses, des skateuses. En tout cas, c'est Giulia et Giulia qui reçoivent notre nouvelle invitée, Aline. Je ne prononcerai pas ton nom de famille, je ne sais pas comment on le prononce. À vous la parole, Giulia.
Bonjour Aline, and welcome to our emission. And can I ask you first to introduce yourself and maybe give us a little bit of your background?
Okay, hi, thanks for having me. So my name is Aline and I'm from Brussels, and I am here today because I'm performing in this piece called Skatepark, which is a piece putting skateboarding on stage basically, and I myself am a skater, but we're working also with dancers and other performance, but most of us are really just skaters being scouted on the street of Brussels.
When did you start skate?
I started skating like 6 years ago, which is not that long ago. I think most skaters start when they're like pretty young.
When did you get first involved with the Skatepark project, and what was it like to be part of a performance that brings skateboard to a stage?
3 years ago, I would say. We were 3-4 years ago. So I first started getting involved because we had to create the piece. And Mette, the choreographer, she comes from contemporary dance, and so she didn't want to impose any views of skating, so we really worked with her to create a piece that was realistic. So it took some time to create it step by step. So we started 4 years ago and then really touring 3 years ago.
Because the other question was like, how did you choose the trick for the performance? Like there was, I don't know, Mette decided with you guys what trick to perform, and it was something that came natural. She has already an idea, or it was like a group who decided?
So how it worked is, as I said, she doesn't really know exactly what happens in a skate park and what is from skate culture. So what would happen is that when creating the piece, she was like, do what you would do at a skate park, and then she would film us, and she would be like, okay, I like this idea, and then so it really came from us, and then she, as a choreographer, which is what she does best, is kind of composing it together in a whole. So I think she had some type of idea of what she wanted, like starting soft and maybe harder then slow, of the rhythm, but what we do exactly is really what we have to bring and what we can do. So there's also lots of different levels, but it all works together as a whole.
How long was to like build the performance together? Like
it was like a year, but in this year we would have like sometimes some residencies of like a week or 2 weeks. Then I think most of the work has also been Mette behind the scenes, putting it together, working with light technicians, working with a scenographer. So I don't really have an idea because I just showed up for the residencies and I just did my stuff, and then she did putting it all together. So
and is always the same group that is touring for the performance, or there are maybe some new skater that join the exhibition?
So how we have been working since the beginning of the piece is that in each city we go in, we involve local skaters, and they're on stage in the prelude in the beginning to kind of set the scene of, I guess, the atmosphere of a skate park. And then when we start, they leave the stage and we start the piece. And then as of the core team itself, like sometimes the kids change because we're working with kids like Bo, who's sitting here next to me. They legally cannot do all the shows, so they switch them. So
Also, there are also like kids involved, young skater from there. Skateboarding has always been seen as a subcultural movement, and also a movement to reclaim like public spaces. And do you think that bringing this kind of exhibition into some institutional places, like could be La Filature today, is also like some sort of reclaiming our spaces for giving skating like another view of like seeing this sport that is also like
I think for me it's a tricky question because it's true that skateboarding is all about appropriating public spaces, and I think that's good. And I think a good side of this piece is that it does give access to skateboarding. I mean, it shows people that would never be in contact with skateboarding, and that maybe would give more respect to us maybe later on the long term. But it is kind of a tricky thing to put this like street culture in this like institution. I think you have to do it in the right way. So I don't know, it feels a little bit voyeuristic and like exploitative, but it depends how you do it, I guess.
And does it feel different to skate in a real, give me the term, it's not, in a real skate park or outdoor instead of like performing, for example, inside on a stage?
Yeah. Oh, it's completely different for me.
Oh, okay.
But we've had this question before, and I know another skater was like, it's the same. So I think whenever you skate, there is a level of performance because you're doing it in a public space. So that could be the same kind of. But for me, like performing in front of I don't know how many people, it's not the same as being in a skate park. Like it's completely different. I don't do the tricks that I want to do. You know, I'm still following a choreography, so it is not the same. But I mean, you are performing, and so it can be similar on that aspect.
Okay. Skateparks are often places where very different people come together. Maybe they share different background, but like, do you think that this sense of community that a lot of time it's created inside group who skate together in skatepark is also something that you can feel or you have felt like doing this performance?
Definitely, because through this piece I have never been and seen so many theaters and like seen also places that I've never would have seen, and also I work with contemporary dancers, so I'm in contact with the contemporary dance world, which is also a world I have never accessed before. So yeah, it does bring people together and worlds together.
And the contemporary dancer also skates, or
some of them do, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Are you gonna watch the show?
It's tonight at 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to.
Come see it.
Okay. And this is more like a personal question, I guess, but like skateboarding has I think historically is more like a men's sport, if we can say like that. And as a woman in this world doing this kind of sport, have you ever experienced that there is like a difference in the way that maybe you are perceived inside this community? And also, do you feel that with the skate parking projects you're also trying to be like changing this view of like being a masculine sport?
It's definitely seen as more of a masculine sport, and as a woman in skateboarding you can definitely feel it. You go to skate spots, you're the only woman there. You go to skate spots, people try to explain tricks to you whilst you're just kind of want to have some, you know, time on yourself. I don't know, stuff like that. So it's definitely still not equal, or it's still seen as a very masculine sport. Does skatepark change that? I don't know, it's hard to say. I mean, the cast is pretty equal in itself, so that's good, and we're each given our little moments, so that's nice. But it's, I think you need so much more to make it more equal than just this piece.
Giulia, do you have any question or curiosity that you would like to...
No, my question is also, I mean, as also, like, do you see this as something you would like to, let's say, the next coming years? What would you like to learn? What would you like to develop in this skating for you? How would you see that? How do you see yourself in this field, let's say, in the next 5 years?
Well, back in Brussels, I have this skate collective called Sluggish, and it's a collective where we create this like choose and mixity place where we only allow queer people or people that are questioning their sexuality kind of to take the space. And by having this, I'm hoping to get these people that are interested in skateboarding finally some easy access, because a lot of people don't start skating because they're scared, because they're only men, because they feel like they're getting judged. So I think for me, it would be continuing these initiatives with my collective and kind of make it more accessible and kind of create a third space where people can connect with each other through skateboarding, because one thing about skateboarding is that it does connect people from different backgrounds in a very, very efficient way. So I think that would be like that.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've heard in Finland at least, is that sometimes skaters themselves are not consulted, for example, when skateboards are being built or when there's new venues for skaters or roller skate or whatever it is. Do you feel like that's the case also in Belgium or in Brussels? Have you seen that happen?
Yeah, for sure. There's been lots of skate parks built that don't make any sense, and then nobody uses them. But yeah, there's change in that. There's a new one that was built that I think was made with participation of skaters. That is okay. So there's change in that.
For me, it seems crazy that they build these skate parks and
it's
they
so
don't
much,
consult
so much money for nothing.
Yeah,
it's like
just to look cool or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Super,
okay, super. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Aline, for the interview. And the Skatepark project is taking place today at the Filature, the Saturday 30 May at 18. So if you want to take a look.
Tomorrow too.
And tomorrow too, it's true, at 17.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Radio WN.